I hereby summon all my imps. Hey everybody, it's Annabelle. So one of the new cards that's going to be coming out in a little bit here is going to be a card known as the High Evolutionary. And the problem with a card like the High Evolutionary is simply the fact that it is a card that basically writes its own deck when you have it. So what High Evolutionary does is he at the start of the game, it unlocks the secret abilities of all the cards with no abilities in your deck. Basically what that represents is that represents all what would be normally considered your neutral cards. So just by itself, it's basically writing a deck. Because it's basically giving the cards of Wasp, Misty Knight, Shocker, Cyclops, Thing, Abomination, and Hulk abilities. So if you're making this deck, the first cards that you're going to put in this deck is, of course, the High Evolutionary. And then you're going to basically run the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 8 cards basically set for you in a 12 card deck. Which basically only gives you 4 flick slots. And the thing about a card like High Evolutionary is it's almost a card that I wish that Marvel Snap would just give to everybody for free. I know they're not going to. I know it's going to be a $6,000 card when it comes out. But this would give a way for a lot of new players to have a really interesting, fun deck to start off with. Because this would basically write the deck. And I know you're saying, well, doesn't Patriot basically do the same thing? Well, here's the thing. Patriot's not a good card. He is, but he isn't. When you're looking at Patriot by himself, you're looking at a 3-1, which is not a good start. There's no way, shape, or form that 3-1 is a good start. Now, as the opposite of 4-7 is a ridiculously good start. You're looking at the same kind of power level here as basically almost the Thing. This is more powerful than the Thing itself. So this card by itself is more powerful than the Thing. There's not a card that would exist that would have this much power by itself. The closest that you come would be a White Queen, which is a 4-6. And this card, I know theoretically it has no other ability, but this is a really strong ability for being a 4 cost and giving 7 of power. Even if you owned every single card in the game, you're not finding much more than 7 power. Seriously, go into your 4 slots and look at your stuff for 4 slots. And you'll see that basically the biggest power that you'll find in the 4 at all. I mean, it's like Crossbones. This is about Crossbones level. And Crossbones requires a lot more work around that. In order to have Crossbones, you already need to be winning the lane. So you're looking at somewhere around the Thing. This is more powerful than the Thing by itself, which you would be running in here. But there's the Thing right there. And there's High Evolutionary. I mean, you gotta be really careful with starter game effects. You know, there's other games that have starter game effects, and this game even already has some starter game effects with, like, stuff like Thanos has a starter game effect. But this card by itself, if you buy it, you're basically riding this deck. Because I don't think you're skipping out on any of these cards in here. And all these cards are Series 2 except for the Wasp, which is Pool 3. I think everything else is starter card, starter card, starter card, starter card, starter card, and starter card. So if you can pull off the High Evolutionary in Pool 1, the only thing you're missing is the Wasp. So if you want to play a Pool 1 deck, here you go. This is the most free-to-play friendly deck out there. And if you want to throw 4 other cards in there that would just really help you out, you know, there's some other cards that would help you out. You're basically looking at stuff like Scorpion, which would give the negative effect. Hazmat, because you don't care that your stuff will get a little bit of negative on it. Luke Cage can pull out any negative effects that are on you. And Spider-Woman, which also does negative effects. I mean, this card is just basically ridiculous. And, I mean, you gotta bring down that power level at the very least. With what this does, this should almost be like a 4-1. I mean, and then the problem with that is then you're looking at stuff like Mr. Negative. But would you run this in a Mr. Negative deck? So all the other cards in here aren't that great in Mr. Negative. Because the whole point of the neutrals is that they have a very good power for their energy. The way it's supposed to be is like Wasp is 1 and then Misty Knight is 2. But then even Shocker should be brought up to a 4 at that point. They'll make Cyclops a 6, Thing an 8, and Abomination a 10, and then Hulk will be the 12. But with this, you're getting so many more. These are not bad stats by themselves. I mean, and when you add all this stuff on here, afflict 2 random enemy cards here with -1 power. When you end your turn with unspent energy, give another friendly card here +1 power. You know, give the leftmost card in your hand -1 cost. When you end your turn with unspent energy, afflict 2 random enemies with -1 power. I mean, you're talking really good abilities here. And most of these are on reveal. On reveal, on reveal, on reveal. The Hulk is ongoing. So if you're looking for another good card to run here, either Wong for getting the double on reveals on some of these, or Absorbing Man for some of the on reveals, afflicting that again. I mean, you can play Wasp in turn. I mean, this by itself is a ridiculous card. I really hope, and this is where the problem comes in with Second Dinner as a whole, and the whole new card acquisition program is this card should be a fun tech interesting card that can really shake up the meta. That would say, hey, you get this and, play it in here. But this card is so good for so many people that this is basically like a tech card to almost to the nth degree. This card basically screams throw it in a non-ability deck. And the fact is that they're not going to give away this card for free. And there's going to be somebody out there who buys this for the 6K. And if they can buy it for the 6K in early pools, you basically can just crush early pools. And I don't know what level you're getting access to the token shop. But, it basically states that, they can't make a tech card. This is a card that really should be given to just everybody. And I've not said that about any other card. I'm not trying to get other people to. I'm not trying to get Second Dinner to give us every single card for free. But this card by itself, it's just so ridiculous. They gotta at the very least take this down from 7. At the very least, this should be like a 4. Technically, you can make this almost a 4-0 and it'd still be fine. Because of how much power it's just giving you across the board. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. And as always, remember, play for fun.